Especially in today's times, too many people want to talk and no one wants to listen. Too many people want to get their point across, especially in these times. But for some reason, no one doesn't want to receive others' point of view, especially when it doesn't fit their own narrative, especially I had to let the truck go by because I wasn't going to talk over the truck. See, that is perfect example that what I just did was holding my peace and holding my energy. Me personally, I'm not even going to compete with noise, any kind of noise with clashing, even as subtle as that, what I just did there. When I'm speaking and I'm, having a conversation with a person or more than one person, and all of a sudden people want to interrupt or want to overtalk me or want to, intercept the point I'm making, even if they agree, I still, I just closed my mouth, or I'll say, hey, I need to make my point. I need to finish my statement. Even when, someone is in agreement with me, I still hold my peace, or I close my mouth, because I'm not going to clash. I'm not going to try to talk over or talk while you're trying to intercede at the same time. Because two people cannot talk at the same time, because it sounds like noise and no one's getting their point across. It's pretty much falling on deaf ears. But I've noticed that. I've always noticed that when I was young. But I was taught, and because I was taught by the old school, when someone is talking, you don't interrupt. You let the person speak and say what they need to say, even if you don't agree with it. They need to finish what they have to say, because that's rude and that's disrespectful. And when you're talking, if someone does that to you, do not allow others to interrupt you in your speech or while you're talking. Interesting enough, that's actually biblical. It says the very exact same scripture, the statements about this video. That's funny. About someone interrupting speech, or let a person proceed with their speech. Don't interrupt with their talk. Hear the conclusion of the matter. Yes, 100% agree. Hear the conclusion of the matter before you make your point, even if you don't disagree. Now, if you're not sure, if you can't, all of a sudden can't wait, but you should, even if you do have a question about their statement, you should only say a phrase such as, what do you mean by that? Or, I don't understand. Can you explain? That's it. And then you proceed to stay silent. See, when someone interrupts, when someone can't take in or listen to another person's speech, it shows a lack of growth. It shows that they want to be heard all the time and they want to be right all the time. They want attention. That is actually lack of communication skills. And something is missing when people do that in general. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means we need to listen more than speak. And here's another thing too. I noticed some people, they try to rush you, or they want you to hurry up and get your point across. But then when they're talking, they literally take like a 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And then when you say, hey, what point are you trying to make? Or what's the point of your statement? Then they get upset for some reason. Now, I don't know why I see that more often. I seen it more than when I was, then I was younger growing up. But I started noticing it in the 7th grade on up, and I noticed it more and more. That's why I like to just listen, and I shake my head when I hear certain points. I'm like, I just shake my head when I'm in like a big group, and I just listen. Or I might do a small interject like, oh, I don't agree with that, or explain more. And most of the times I just, listen. And based on my expression, it tells my facial expression tells a story. Now, when everyone stops talking or pauses, then I'll say my piece. But other than that, I don't believe in wasting my breath or my energy. That's the waste of my energy and time, which is you can't get neither of those back. But I've just noticed that there's a huge dilemma. Same thing as there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Meaning, not everyone is, the leader all at the same time. There could be leaders at different times, yes. But at the exact same time, it doesn't work. It's a clash. One person will have to take heed to another person. That does not means that person is better than you, or that person is all the time over you. No, it just means that person has more wisdom than you in that area and more familiar in that space. And vice versa. Okay? It's just a pride thing, and pride always comes before the fall. But yes, like this video, share it, hit that notification bell button. Tell me what you think.